Home Affairs, the department where service delivery is incredibly erratic. There are stories of people applying for their passports and ID documents and receiving them within a week. No bribery, no corruption, just an apparent alignment of the planets for them. Amazing work, well done. It just proves what is possible. Sadly, by far the majority of stories are not so positive. It all starts in the queue. We see those queues forming from around 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning or even before, snaking around the buildings and managed by the security guards who know nothing of home affairs and even less about customer relations. And yet they are tasked with sorting out the queues, advising people on processes and where to stand, and generally running the show at the door. And what a show it is. I asked a question on this, Minister, and your dismissive reply came back to me on the 10th of February 2022. It showed no understanding of what actually goes on in your branches. Take a leaf from the Democratic Alliance leader's book. He was on the ground doing oversight at your branches in April. What he found there was already known, but chilling nonetheless. I urge you, Minister, to pick up yesterday's Sowetan newspaper, which covers the story of a man who tried to get service from Home Affairs in his hometown, East London, and received no assistance. He traveled with his wife to Pretoria, where they hoped to get better service. Instead, the man, who's a priest, was met with aggression from the security guard who was manning the door. He explained that he had applied and paid the appropriate fees, and yet had not received the document that he needed. He was not helped. And when he attempted to get past to see a staff member, he was assaulted. There's a picture of him on the ground being dragged by his feet through the Home Affairs branch. Is this the dignity with which your own citizens are treated, Minister Motsoaledi, the people who elected you? It's no wonder that many foreigners who have to visit Home Affairs just give up and take their chances as so-called illegal immigrants. Your staff see them as nothing more than an ATM, and they are treated despicably. If you want to look at the root cause of xenophobia, just listen to the Minister of Home Affairs' obsession with naming the nationalities of the people being arrested, as if their nationality itself is a determinant of their criminality. There has been an outcry about the Irish airline who asked people to prove themselves to be valid South Africans by talking Afrikaans. We should not be castigating the airline, however misguided you might think they are. We should be asking ourselves, why was this even necessary? The answer is plain. Home Affairs has been internationally recognized as a joke, and the validity of South African passports questionable due to the rampant corruption in this department. The Minister spoke this afternoon about connectivity and information technology, and yet he neglected to comment on the protracted downtime of the government printing works, whose website had a massive impact on the communication of laws, regulations, and other gazetted items, potentially making these open to dispute. Where are all the skills, Minister? Your department's wage bill indicates that you should have the top IT experts in the country working for you. Deputy Minister Nzuza, I just want to make the point, Deputy Minister, that having a mobile office is only worth bragging about if people who you're supposed to be serving know where and when those mobile units will be. The irregularity of visits, combined with the continuous unavailability of drivers, has turned this service into a game of chance, with the odds stacked against the man that your government has put in the street. Program 2 of this budget is called Citizens Affairs. I draw the House's attention to the fact that the budget shrinks by an average of 5.5% per year over the next 3 years. The message to South Africans is clear. The ANC government are not servicing your needs now, and they are providing less money going forward, so that the service levels get even worse. Honourable Bartlett told us what a capable state is. It's quite clear that we currently don't have one. So whichever way you look at it, any funding given to this department should be condemned until there is a strong political will to step in and fix the mess that the ANC has created. As the Democratic Alliance prepares to take over government in South Africa, we have been developing a set of formal policies. So once again, I draw the attention of voters to the Democratic Alliance's recently released migration policy. It's a clear path to fixing this mess. We'll start doing this come 2024. Thank you, Deputy Chair.